Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wooly1169.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream and welcome back for Captain of Industry. Surprise, it's a Wooly. Surprised myself, I pushed the wrong button. Done that in a while. The buttons are right next to each other and sometimes I push the wrong one. Addicted to Capping is here. Thanks for claiming first. And a hydrate already. And a Caledorn hat, to which Jonathan is unhappy. Because there's a package in the mail. Yesterday? Well, I guess it wasn't in the mail. It was in the Amazon. But, you know. 20 minutes or something, Jonathan, and you'll get the excitement of that. But welcome in, guys. Addicted, Jonathan. We are going back in and getting back into Captain of Industry. Last time we spent a decent chunk of time dealing with a death spiral, which was not fun. I know you know. I don't actually know. I just opened the box and that was it. Mark, welcome in. Nerd shirt alert. Let's see here. Today's nerd shirt is a Factorio rocket, the launch of 1.0 t-shirt. Alright, game. There we are. Welcome in, Mark. So, fuel and power and things are much more stable now, largely because we're not doing any sort of research. I did switch back priorities so that coal power is once again on backup. It's at priority 7 versus this one that's priority 6. So, we are primarily powering via hydrogen. Actually, we're primarily powering via trash. And then hydrogen, and then coal. So we do need, though, to build another oil refinery a la this in order to make enough hydrogen to easily supplement or easily support that, plus possibly more things. And this time, I bet you won't tear down coal power. No, it's there. It's out of the way. It can stay there. I could put in maybe some more of these thingies, but I think it's actually better have fewer of them, because then we don't have to build up so much inertia before it shuts off, which means that we don't burn so much fuel for no reason. I think that's more logical. I could have that logic backwards, though. Might need a mechanical engineer to help me with that one. But we're going to just make a big old copy here. Starting there, I'm going to take that much for now. Yeah, about. And we're going to put it down over here. I do want to leave a little bit of space. Let's go. We'll go. I think we'll go here and there. Truck struggling. I bet you that's bingo. Reset you guys again. But yeah, this coal power can stay here more or less indefinitely for all I care. So we can get started on this. I do want to, let's see, break this here. Break this one as well, and do I need to put this stuff in there? And I think the answer to this is no, at least for right now. So we're going to take out this and that. The nitrogen obviously stays there, or sorry, not nitrogen, ammonia stays there. This pipe comes out because we do not need to make plastic over here. Still have acid and rubber coming out. That's fine. All of these things coming out is also fine. Yeah, I think so. Then we just need to run water and oil in from over here. But we need to build all this stuff. And so I'm just going to do Shazam and build it. We have 213 workers. I don't know if that's enough or not. I didn't do any math. But what I did do... Grassbean, welcome in. What I did do is I built a bit more of parts. a big box of parts 2, and 3 medium boxes, or stage 2 boxes of parts 3. And the reason I did this is because if we do this, we look at not that. If we do this, we look at the numbers up there on the top. We need 1,900 yellow parts. Actually, if we do this, we need 2,100 yellow parts, 1,300 red parts, and a little over 500 white parts. So I needed more. Started already, yes. But I am going to downsize these again. In a moment, I will probably pause this belt and that belt and let them use what we have in storage and build all these things, and then downsize the storages again. I'm also having them dump dirt off the edge of the ocean here a little bit. I mean, yes, I did, actually. Welcome in, Victoria. I did mean to do the second statue. You only get half, again, the benefit, so it'll be a global effect of 6% total, but I think it's still worth it. After that, diminishing returns kicks in pretty hard. I may eventually do a third one, but I'm probably not going to do any more than 3. But definitely 2. It's such a tiny amount. I mean, it's 2 fuel gas per minute. Such a tiny, tiny, tiny amount. And then I think I also want to upgrade these to fluid storage 4. Means actually maybe turning the red ones back on for a little bit. But I think what I will do first is I will break this and that. And I will also downsize. I can't quite downsize that yet. Not enough workers. I was afraid of that. Let's do a little bit of worker pausing here. We don't want this whole thing spinning up anyway. So let's turn these all off. That one can stay on. Trucks are freaking out. That's okay. Yeah, we'll start with that and then we can go from there. We are going to need more workers. Let's go ahead and upgrade one of these. Let's see. But welcome in, Glassmaking and Victoria over there on the YouTubes. I thought I would not have too many of these, but I guess I do. But what we can do is downsize it anyway. Let's do shift-click that. That'll downsize. Let's, unpause this. So these can flow out. This can be deleted. That'll overflow. The liquid storage is paused in the new build. Oh, yeah, it's because I upgraded it. I made it big. And yeah, it doesn't matter right now anyway because we're not starting it up yet anyways. We need to have all the things before we can start it up. What was I doing again? Oh yeah, this. All right. So that downsizes that a little bit and gets us down to the parts we need. The parts we need to have. Never have enough storage? Yeah, but the problem with maintaining a storage level is that it's a waste of... Or reestablishing a storage level. It's very, very costly to do so. That's why I was glad I realized that we needed so much stuff. Because I wanted to... I wanted to have it ready, and so I'm glad I realized it. And while I was letting terraformation happen here, because as you recall, there used to be a mountain right about in here, and I pushed this all the way out this far, just because. Largely because it's 4 chunks away from that last bolt. So it's like half of a bolt chunk, but not really. We also have this over here, which is a mountain that's been largely disappeared. And as soon as they're finished with dumping in this last bit of dirt, we can bring in the stuff we need. The water, seawater, and the oil. and then we'll get this thing started. I was kind of hoping it was going to take them actually a little bit longer to build that than it did. That was kind of surprising. And this is still only showing 4 because it's got to be running in order to do its effect. Yeah, new oil tanker for that specific build. We have 3 more ships hanging out. So all we need to do is build a dock, and then it will start bringing in oil. We did... Oh, that's the other thing we need to do. Thank you, though, for that half a reminder. We need to send these 200 parts out to the oil rig to upgrade it to level 4 so we can get enough oil in. Or made, or something. Not there, but here. That's going out there because right now they only make 60, and these builds consume 120, so we need both of them running at 120, at least capable of running at 120. Which means we're also going to need a bunch of people for this too, which is 72 more, so I'm going to even need maybe more people. We'll see about that. And then while you're out and about, can I make you go do more work? Can you fight these guys while you're out? Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Alright. So, yeah, I was hoping this would go a little bit faster. I mean, you missed about a century off camera. I kind of let it run and ignored it for a while. So you missed about a century. But, yeah, it's gone well. We are scooping and scraping dirt here off the surface. We've already cleaned out these 2 whole chunks here. Plus a bit there and a bit over here. And now we're working on these 4 chunks here. And once we finish those, we're basically clean on this surface, which means this is another surface we could use to build upon. Or we could take it down to level 4 with the rest of the stuff, which I probably won't do for a while yet. All right, we won. Good. And then you're coming back, yes. With electronics and things. One of the things I should do, speaking of electronics and things, is I should reduce this belt, receive from belts and pipes. Let's go down 2 sections. So we have a gap of 500 here, or 2 ticks rather. A gap of 500 here. That way we can accept the electronics too as they come in, and they don't have to sit here. It just basically reduces my buffer by up to 20%, but fine. Alright, so how much stuff do we have left over here? It's pretty good on the yellows. Look at that. I mean, we used a bunch of them for the reds, but we're good, almost good on electronics. And then that's going to idle again. Okay. I can unpause this now, I think, safely. It's not really doing much, so we can probably safely do it. Left it for a while. How is the power holding up? I'm still using a mix of coal and hydrogen. So, oh yeah, you missed the first minute or 2. So the coal power I have deprioritized to 7. So it's below hydrogen now. And it's just spinning away just to keep the power idling, basically, and ready to go. Over here, hydrogen is running full tilt. We did use a bunch of it there in that last surge, I think, or... No, we didn't. That's, oh wait, maybe we did. We may have used a bunch, or maybe just the trucks being overloaded here did it. I'm not sure. Just kept them from serving enough fuel in there. But what I was thinking was, oh, and then, but we're still primarily burning waste, of course. Both the waste and the biomass here. Those are at 5, so that's top priority there, and then hydrogen, and then coal. It seems to be holding out okay. We just had a little bit of a surge of power usage, making these things, of course, but also we had a little bit of a surge of activity, and it's going to take the trucks a little bit of time to catch up with the shipments and things. Let's go back out and see what else we can do battle-wise. 470, let's go. And so they are attempting to finish this edge. And so it should have this kind of nice, clean dirt, for most part, edge there. Just like we had when we were over here, doing the same thing. But I want that edge all the way up. Of course, they started on this end, which I don't need. I want the the dock right in this area someplace. I'm going to move it, well, so the only other thing that I think we should think about, a little much, is eventually we're going to get this one? Cargo Depot 6. Yeah, and then I think there's an 8 also somewhere over here. Maybe? Isn't there an 8? Pretty sure there's an 8. Did I miss it? Oh, there it is. It's here with the 6. So the 6 and the 8. So we might actually want this extra space if we want to be able to handle 8 coming in here. I don't know that we actually need it, but it would save on fuel anyway. Ship in battle. Of course, we won. And location explored, of course, as well. We'll have to see if we can get back out that far. Over here, we have a 990. That one's a 610. This one over here is a 610 as well. So unless we can do that, we're done in that direction. Here we have a 610 and another 610. And then over to here we have a 470, so we can definitely do that one. We've already done that one. That one's a 990, and then beyond this we have 610 and 990. So we have one more exploration for battle, and possibly one more exploration for a village, and then we're done again for a little while. Ship 2 damage. Okay, we gotta wait for the ship to get fixed. Let's see. Yeah, stuff. Doc, welcome in. Found more information about the bug with AMD. Yeah, I can believe it. Okay. How are you guys doing? Getting closer. It does take a long time to add to dump off the edge for whatever reason. Jonathan, we're taking the hat off. And new hat. I only opened the box. I have not looked at what it is yet. But it appears to be a fish. Kind of a little bit fishy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Needs a little bit of setup, it appears. And there appears to be something I'm missing. Ah, there it is. I found it. Nerd, welcome in. Just mooning, walking by. Hi and bye. Maybe moonwalking. Ah. Moonwalking by. Ah, yes, there's a tab to pull. Okay, that's why it didn't work. There we go. Okay. Courtesy of Jonathan, we have a new hat. Let's see, does this go down all the way? Because it's supposed to be like this? I think it is. And then, yeah. Doesn't really stay up there. So, I guess that's it. Alright, you guys can't really see that. Let's see. Here.
Nerd alert!
It is an anglerfish hat. With the pilot fish? Pilot fish? something. With the light, the LED light there on the front. And today's nerd shirt is the Factorio Rocket, the shirt from the 1.0 launch. Calendar will love this hat. Somebody should probably take a clip of it or something and send it to him. Rock is backed up here. Now Calendar won't go hungry. And that's because I don't have any place to dump this crap. Okay, we need to do some work here then. Let's see, you. You sent him a picture of it? Oh dear. There, and this. And this. Let's Unity that part, and then we'll do a couple of these out here. Like so. Alrighty. And this one I'm probably not going to let fill up all the way. But we'll see. Alright. That should help matters. Now let's go take a look at the shoreline here. Still waiting. Getting better, but still waiting. And then let's bring this down a bit. Now, anyway. And then expand this down a bit. Now, anyway. You should be moving. You should be dumping. But the trucks are a bit overwhelmed. Hopefully that'll resolve them, though, at some point here. We are accumulating hydrogen, though. So that's at least positive. Yeah, definitely. Big truck time? Almost. Almost. Although, I want to do the hydrogen ones before we bother making any, so we're going to have to queue that up as well. And it's kind of down the list a bit, so... almost. Almost. More dirt. We just keep scraping this thing clean of dirt here. Clean this out. Up. Or sideways or something. Alright, there we go. This hat's warm, Jonathan. Part of the warmth is the fact that I'm breathing in here. And got the heat from my breath bouncing back in my face. So what's going to go on here? I don't know. Should go on here. I think I should build the tree farm up here because we have water here. We could actually probably do that now. Quit breathing? Oh, I guess we could do that. I think we should go with this kind of farm, the irrigated farm. We could probably already get this thing started, though. Because I could put it, like, out here or so. Like that. Yeah, we could do this. We'll bring in the, it's not uncomfortable, it's just, different, we'll say. Tree saplings go into, I think, a flat box, right? Flat box, those. Yeah. And I'm just gonna have this place be dedicated for that. So we'll do that. I don't know that we'll need fertilizer here for a while. Peps, welcome in. How you doing? Now let's get water going. Water pump. Just gonna do this, I think. And I'm going to do this the lazy way, and I may change it later, but at least we'll do it this way for right now. Up, over, and then back down again. Thinking maybe eventually there might be fertilizer coming through here, but maybe, maybe not. Well, this one we want to have, of course, tree saplings. That's this one. And that'll come out into a box that we do not need more than that, because I'm not going to have more than tree saplings at one farm here. Let's make that so. And the reason I'm doing tree samplings is eventually we're going to run out of trees that we can easily access or that we can yet access. You spent thousands on your new PC. Peps, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of friggin' money. I won't tell you you've made a mistake, though. You definitely did the right thing. I just would never do it myself. Ouch. Alright, how close? Still? Oh, and there's sand under here, too. We're going to ignore that. We're never going to use that sand. It's too far. The sand over there, too. The sand's too far away, way too deep, and we're not going to get down that far. We're going to at least continue out here a bit more, though, and see how far down we're going to dig. I don't know the answer to that yet, either. Yeah, graphics cards are ridiculous. Need an upgrade? Yeah, I feel you on that one, Graspian. Alright, so we're going to make tree saplings, and we're going to let them accumulate in this box right now. Then we can take a look at the whole tree farming thing in a little bit. That's something we can afford to do right now, is set that up before we get other things going. Way back down here, we did housing too, we can get rid of that. We didn't ever make these barriers. Food market 2, we never upgraded to. Trains we still haven't taken a look at. Housing 3 we haven't done yet. Fermentation, we can get rid of that one now. We are doing it. We're not doing the corn fermentation, we're doing the sugar fermentation, but we're doing fermentation. Electrolysis, we did do that. Get rid of that one now too. Your 1660 Super is just starting to not be enough for some games. I feel you on that one. I went from a 1080 to a 3070, I think. 1060 to a 3070. So, yeah. I feel you. And I don't know when I'll go past the 3070, honestly. No frickin' idea. Alright, can I do something with this yet? Yeah, actually I think I might be able to. Let's get, boats. Wait, where's boats at? Transports? Logistics. There it is. Cargo docks. Let's still go with a 4 because it's all we have. Perfect. Actually, you know what? Screw that. Let's just copy this one. Everything you chose was sort of expensive, but also has some nice stats. 9950 X3D, 5090 Astro OC, 90 blah blah. 96 gigabytes at 6,000 megahertz. 2 separate water cooling loops. Yeah, that's quite an expense there, Peps. Let's put this down right there. No, maybe we should come over this way further. If we want to expand this, later, I think it needs to go there. So let's go over there a little bit. We don't need this tank. This was just in case. We can also redo these things, and then that's our hydrogen return line right there. So let's see. These are mediums. That's fine then. Let's make these upgraded storages. And we'll do the same over here, actually. Might as well have more crude oil storage. And so we can make that so. Let's see, yeah, you're already set for crude oil because I copied it. Take this out and keep going. Almost done. And then we need to do... Did one of them. Okay, good. Then we need to do one of these. Go like... here, maybe? And then, pipes, too. Would be enough for now, anyway. Like that. And then this will go all the way downtown. All the way to there. And attach there. And delete this. Cargo depot has no cargo ship. Well, it should get one. I think once these are done, I don't remember how that works. I'm also going to configure this to enforce strictly even inputs. I think that'll help with making sure these stay in balance, and we don't have imbalance issues with the ships there. I think we have to wait for this to finish. Mayhaps. Ramp for trucks? Yeah, we'll need to do a ramp for trucks. Yarp. Let's put it up here, though, maybe. Oh, and I had to move this dump here over slightly. Because it was, when I started pouring the gravel in here, it was not happy. These are costing me reds, and we don't have that many reds. Yeah. Okay. And then we need to do this one as well, which I think we can kind of just do the same type of thing, although it's going to be quite a bit longer. Let's put this in the same place as that one, for reasons. Except that I just deleted it. Idiot. Okay, there. Make that so. And then, did you all finish down here? You did. Okay, good. Delete that. And let's make this happen now. Yeah, I was already ready for this one. Make this happen. Like that, I think. And then like this, I think. Actually, don't do that that first one. Yeah, don't do that one. There, please. And I guess I did do that one and these ones. Oops. 3 PCI E5 SSDs, about 14 gigabit per second. Read and write. That's insane, Peps. I mean, I know that's redundant talking to you, but yeah, that's insane. And we'll take this stuff here and bring it over here as well. And that. Make it so. And I'm just going to leave this here. There's at some point in the future we may want more there, so if we do, we may want to make this stuff that is there. So if we do, then I'll have it ready to go. And if we don't, then it doesn't matter. Yeah, this one I'm going to cancel not too far in, ideally, because I don't want this getting too full to where it's a difficult thing to level it. So we'll see how that plays out. Got to keep an eye on it, basically. Now what are you complaining about here? So why you think you need or don't have a ship? Did I not repair one of the ships? Oh, I need to repair one of the ships. Oopsie, I missed a step. Let's do this one. Start repairs. I'll take some iron. One over here that takes more. Yep, you got there, Graspian, just as I did. And we already loaded the cargo because we already had iron in the thing. Send it off, please. Engage. And I think we had 2 more explorations to do, which we didn't do yet either. Take that stupid hat off. Okay. Let me see if I can get it off. Ugh. Turn the light off too. Save the battery. Stop breaking stuff already. Welcome in, Heavenly Lucifer. Ah, here you are, already here. Alright, so we did that. Let's go ahead and repair those other 2 as well. No, actually we should do our exploration. We can't get there because we have not enough fuel at the moment, at least. But we can do this battle from here. So we'll go do that battle, and then we'll come back, and then we'll do more stuff. So you should be looking for... Oh, yeah. We need more people. Let's improve this, please. We need the people for the get this thing online. We could start it up at 36 and then expand, or at 60 and then expand it to 120 once we have the people. At the moment, this is only making enough for the one, so we cannot share them because we are making a pretty steady supply of oil, or refining a pretty steady supply of oil. Coal mine needs more mining designations. Oh, well, we can deal with that. You go like this. Battle again. -6 + 4 is minus, yeah, 10. Range of 10. We won, but we took a lot of damage that time. Got some circuits and things. Great. And now we can see there's a connector over here. We have this one, the sports main, we can now repair. This one's 990 though, as that one is 610. But we can see that we can connect all the way across here, which is interesting, I guess. Yes. And then, so the last thing I think we can do is this, possibly this place here. At least until we get some more ship upgrades, which we need to get research going again to get those. Yeah, 610 seems to be the lowest right now. How's the dirt going over here? Going. So I'm just going to keep skimming this dirt off the surface here, because why the heck not? What I should probably just do is do this. Actually, let's go all the way up to that point. And then just have them do all of this like that. And then we'll do the... I'll fiddle with the edges. Like I'm probably going to do this like that. Actually, I'm doing it right now. And maybe we go here. But maybe I don't dip into that part that's sticking out there. Or maybe I just do it. Let's just do it. We'll just let them keep working on this as they can. All right. Oops. No, I didn't want to do that. Oh, crap. Well, it's too late now. It's too close, and it's pushing on the ramp. I shouldn't have filled in these 2 tiles. I don't think I did that over here. I shouldn't have done that over here. Oh, well. It won't actually collapse, probably. But I'm just going to clear the alert so I don't have to look at it. Can we do this? Yeah, let's go there, please. And then we'll go repair those other 2 cargo ships. Do we have 36 people available yet? No. Cargo ship is low on fuel. Oh yeah, I gotta connect you up, don't I? We don't have fuel yet to connect you up with. Yes, that's fine. Use diesel for now. Also reduce the ship speed to save fuel. Now I do. I don't have fuel yet to feed into it. I don't have hydrogen to feed into it. I have fuel. It's not hydrogen fuel. Doing really well. Good. And then we're just gonna run a pipe from this one to that one. And we're gonna keep this tank here as a buffer. But yeah, let's go ahead and run that pipe. After I put this in, there. And I think I'm going to move this one down to line up with that one. Reasons. Have the people to run it? Oh yeah, I do have the people to run it. Yep. That was close. I knew I was close. Crank that up, please. And as soon as we have, what is it, 2,000... you can carry, yeah, it'll go. We gotta wait for that to happen. Make this so, and then let's grab a big hydrogen pipe this way. Yeah, just go across the front of that and then right into there. Fine. Yeah. For now. I need the trucks to still bring it in while this is still getting wound up. Oh, you went. Okay, good. Where did you go? Did you go to this one? But you went to that one. But you did. And it doesn't... you can't control which one they go to. They'll just go... whichever one is queued first will go to the one that is ready first, basically. From what I've gathered. I think I'm gonna do this. That way I can see relative to that where it's at. And that'll level, which is what I want to have happen there eventually anyway. Yeah. Alright, great. And then we'll need the people to run all this again. Which means probably upgrading another city block. Let's do another repair of one of these just for fun. This needs steel and copper. And then I think the last one probably also does need steel and copper as well. I can't remember if there's more than 4, but we can... One of these places will build them for us. Yeah, you will build them for us with construction parts. So you can get as many as you want. You just have to pay them to build it for you at that point. Works out fine. We're back. Good. Which means we're getting oil now. We should be getting water as well. Oh, I gotta kickstart this. Right, I have to kickstart this with some fresh water. So, give me a freshwater sample bucket here. And we just need to put that down someplace. And then take this into there. You can go. Hear that. I want you to become a, do I want you to become a hydrogen ship yet? Yeah, I think so. Let's make it a hydrogen ship. Recycle, please. And then we'll just have to let the trucks bring in, or have to demand the trucks to bring in the hydrogen from over here for the first little bit. So we can run this pipe in. You will need to have one of these pipes like this. I'm going to go the long way around here. I don't think I did that on the other one, but I'm going to do this here anyway. This there. And you can make that so. Alright, we repaired that ship. And then I need you to come home again. So we can repair this one as well. And yeah, it is steel and copper as well. It did show it when I moused over the button. So that's good. Kind of similar to this. It shows you how much this will cost. Same thing. And I think, yeah, we had that set for priority out. Good. I think on this one I just ran it kind of straight there, but also I had these over here much further, so. Okay, so that should get this thing going. They should have brought in some water. Good. Once this kind of gets a bit stabilized, we'll be outputting steam. Enough steam here that this will run. I think this is okay now, so let's take that down a bit just to limit how much is in here. And then this will kick off. We're kicking off with coal, as we always do, until we have the hydrogen to do more. But what I should have done here, I still could do, is I can toggle this pipe so that we do not use hydrogen for fuel until we have it kind of buffered up and we're using it for cracking. Because we're already having a problem with that. Yep. Already. We already used it in the wrong places, I think. Maybe. Maybe not. We're going to get a bit out of this. Long as that goes back into here, that's great. Which it should, or it might go to the ship. Let's reverse this also. Now make sure that it goes into this pipe here. So that we can crack this down, which we are doing now, which is great. It means these all can run. And once this kind of backs up a bit, it appears to already be backing up. Then we can allow probably this one next. I can also say, hey, trucks, help me out here. A little bit. Venting some carbon dioxide. That's one of the things we got to do here soon. Is set up the recycling for that. You are indeed backing up there a bit, which means it's going to force this way completely. That's getting ready to back up as well. Okay, we got a couple of trucks bringing in some fuel here. We now have 6% global effect on maintenance. That's good. These guys are running now. They're outputting. And they just overflowed into that. That means that it's time to do this now, I think. You've got the fuel you need. These trucks are still coming in. I'm going to turn off the request for it, though. Who's blocked over here? Uh-oh, dirt. Uh-oh, dirt. Yep, dirt's full. All right, then we come over here, and we turn dirt on here. And we keep filling in this level. I did do the edges, or did mark all the edges, so we can put up the next wall as we fill in the gaps. Off you go. To 2,000, and you're waiting on... Actually, I think that says 2,000. I suspect it's actually adding them together. So even though they only can really go to one, they actually kind of go to both. Kind of weird. And then you're going to wait for more to come in. All right, good. You're burning. Waiting for products. Your output is full to there, which is full to... Oh, I need to unpause these. Do those two. We're backed up on diesel already. That didn't take long. Also backed up on rubber already. And mostly on acid. Insane. Actually, we're going to have to unpause all these, which means we do need more people. Let's go ahead and upgrade these last two. We're going to need them both anyway. And we might have to expand or go to level 3. Also do a couple more of these, which we can't afford, people-wise. Let's unpause this then. Get more people in faster with the beacons. We have 13 months till we get our next group, and by that time, these will be more than upgraded. How's the tree harvester going? Or the tree planter? Just about full of saplings. That's good. tree sapling grower thingy, whatever. Good, either way. Means we should probably start planting trees too. I think I'm just going to do that over here, maybe. Let's take a look at that. We haven't done that yet. We're waiting for hydrogen to kind of build up. Let's take a look at... Nope, I do not. I was just going to go show you all that. So for that, we need a forestry control tower. This enables assignment of tree planters and tree harvesters to choose designated forestry areas. Only designated forestry areas within the influence of the tower can be used. The tree planter plants trees. It needs access to saplings, and it will plant them in the ground, kind of similar to the way the mining and dumping works. And then we can grow... we can also plant these individual decorative trees if we want. I don't care about that. So we need to make a tree planter. We'll do that here. It needs to be hydrogen based, and right there. Batman, welcome in. Today's nerd shirt is Factorio Rocket for the 1.0 launch. And full up on Electronics 3 as well already. Have I seen the new Anno game? I watched Calidorn's first video on it, if that counts. Yes. I also saw the demo is in Scene Max Fest. I considered playing it, but Anno is one of those kind of games that you kind of need to have some experience with, in my historical opinion. Pun intended with the Anno. But I haven't touched Anno in so long that I didn't really... Yeah. So I didn't want to do it. I thought about it, but I didn't want to. So we need a forestry control tower thingy. I'm going to put that here on this corner. Unpause, please. That. And then we need to also designate... Let's see, how do we do this? We need to assign the tree planter. And then we need to edit the area here that it can plant in. I'm going to do like this. Like this. You can get one of them. The Xbox Pass. You were scared to try it? Why scared? Good game. And then we can edit the designation and mark all these spots as designated for tree planting, except for that one. So that'll give us all of these in trees, however many that is, I don't know. And let's also remove all the decoratives there because I don't like decoratives to begin with. There we go. Alright, so that should do. Like the alchemy game? Any other favorites? Yeah. So that Calyx was kind of gave me a lot, like I think I mentioned in the video, old school Command and Conquer kind of vibes. I don't know if Peps, are you still here? Let's see. Have you seen Calyx yet, Peps? Let's see here. Are we there yet? Yes-ish, but not yet. I'm okay. Eldorn said it's very mathy. It is pretty mathy. Anno is. That's part of the reason why I didn't want to attack it yet. Do that and this. Another couple of these guys. Actually, we probably should just do all of these, huh? Nope. Guess we can't. Need more people. We have new refugees came in. We can get another group at least before we have to pause it again. Truck is struggling to find fuel truck this time. Yep, there we are still. But yeah, Calyx was kind of neat. That 687 days on Mars also kind of, you know, scratches that sort of survival, a little bit of mystery kind of story game, kind of a bit like Planet Crafter, but more intense, I feel, than Planet Crafter. I see hydrogen flashing here, and we are pumping it into there, so that's good now. I think what I will... better not do that yet. I was going to do a thing that I probably would have regretted, so let's not do it yet. I reversed all the pipes that I reversed. We're good there. What else did I play? Oh, tomorrow's game will be fun. Make sure you check that out, Graspin. But yeah, that alchemy game. I think I could do a series on that when it comes out next month. Alchemy Factory. Yeah. I also looked at Whisker. What's it called again? Whiskerwood. I didn't end up playing it. I don't think I'll end up playing it. But it's kind of a Timberborn-y kind of game, only it's based around mice. It's very Timberborn-like, so check that out maybe. And also, I didn't play it. I'm probably not going to play it either. But Heroes of Might and Magic, the olden era game, is coming soon as well, and that's got a demo out of Next Fest. And that's another one of those games that I think I would have to do some practicing on before I was ready to play it. But if those are games, those are games to definitely check out and look at. I may even do a video after Next Fest talking about those three, Anno, Whiskerwood, and Heroes of Might and Magic, just to kind of point them out, even though I didn't play them. I haven't decided on that idea yet, though. How is this imbalanced? It should be using... Oh, I know why. Because there's a pipe there that's got 12 in it. Right, that's why there's an imbalance by 12 or so. Well, 10, and then there's a pipe here that's got 2 in it. So, yes, 10. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to take the truck demand down to 50% here. What that'll do is that'll let this, of course, keep it full. If it can. And then if it gets too low, then the trucks start helping out by bringing over hydrogen from over here. Otherwise, the trucks don't have to bother trying to keep this thing full, which I think will be great. And I think we're just about at the point now where we could start winding this back up again. And I think we should do this piece by piece, though, starting from the beginning. Although I'm going to end up with a problem again, aren't I? Because I think I'm going to run out of people. I think I'm going to end up... Because I still have to unlock these two or upgrade these two. Where are we at with the next group? The next party here? 18 refugees in 2 months. Okay, I need to pause this pop growth so that I can fit those 18 people in. But I think I need to expand again. And I think if I'm going to expand, the next thing to do would be to add a whole nother block. Which means that eventually this rail production here is going to be in the way, but we'll have to deal with that as we can. The other thing I want to do is upgrade, for lack of a better word, wood storage to a big storage here. So let's put this down like that. And make it so. That's not right. Oh, put it right there. Make it so. New refugees. Hooray. Oh, and then I guess now I can keep it going. And we can also turn that back off because we have 140 population space. There. Make that so, yes. And then let's take the best belts we have, which is 3s right now, and do this. Oops, there we go. And that's going to get a little bit messy, but it's okay. And then I want to disallow delivery here. I want to delete these. I want it all to go into here. And I want to delete them. And I want to allow pickup and drop off here. No, not drop off yet. Just pick up. There we go. Make it so. These belts, by the way, take red parts plus rubber. Okay. Unpausing these would be the better priority right now. You and you. And then you, and then we need 7 more people to unpause the last one. 3 more people. Do I know it's just a reskin of 1800? There's much new in terms of game mechanics? I really honestly don't know. But what I was asking you about, Peps, is Calyx. Have you seen Calyx? C-A-L-Y-X? That one I would be interested in your thoughts on, given how much of an RTS fan you are. Let's unpause this. Go. And then we can keep working on unpausing these as we have the workers available. Long before I did. Okay, good. I was more interested in what your thoughts were, though. Go repair that last cargo ship, by the way. I forgot again. 8. I figured you had seen it. We have a snack issue. How many snacks are we eating right now? 12. The hell am I making snacks? In here someplace? No? Here. We are making as many as 24 if we have the corn and or the other things. Let's upgrade this again. Yeah, let's do a 3rd corn in here. You played a lot of CNC in the 90s and early noughts? Yeah, me too. Me too. We did that, and we now have all 4 of those. We can bring the ship back home, because we don't need it out wherever the heck it is right now. And, what do you sell, by the way? Here. You'll quick trade electronics for quartz. We don't need that. And a lot of other things. Contracts. So yeah, we are done now, right? We did the last 480 or 70, whatever it is. We're done. Let's keep unpausing. We have 24 people. I can do one more. We'll just keep unpausing these things one by one as we have the people, including all the way up to the labs, which need 46 people apiece. I'm going to barely make it on that, I think. 104, 46 plus 46 plus 8 times 6. I'm not going to make it. I'm going to need more people even then. All right, let's do another thing then. Jeez. Science, yeah, eventually science. Are you keeping up? You are keeping up, good. And you're actually backing up, so that's great, even then. New refugees, good. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. How goes the tree planting, by the way? Oh, look, we've got trees planting. So they will plant, I think, 1 tree per square, maybe? I don't know how that works. Maybe, maybe not. But they're going to plant away. And that'll eventually fill up and become a harvestable forest. By having an unassigned tree harvester in the world, they will harvest wild trees before they harvest grown trees. However, if we assign the tree harvester here, it will only harvest from here. Let's see. It felt repetitive fast. At some point, if you know your units, you rush for just a few certain units and can easily deal with it. The demo you played was done with just a few light units to keep growth under control and advance with artillery destroying the bigger veins. Kept up production and it was done. Yeah, I would say that that's what I played as well. It was just, I had not played it in a time. Played anything like that in a time, that is. Let's see, you're full, which was intended. I do want to bring in, because that was 16 times 400. It was 6,400, so that was intended to be a little bit light. We're just going to put another one of these down, and then that'll take care of it. Good idea, but it needs more variety. Yeah, well, maybe the demo will have more as it progresses. We'll see. Let's delete a bunch of these so we can recycle them. cycle the parts, that is. You can go and you can go as well. Actually, let's just go ahead and... No. Could become a good speedrun game. That's true. That's very true. All right. And then let's allow drop-offs here. And we're good. And that's all the wood that I want to keep down here. 10,000. It's going to take, of course, our tree harvesters a bit of time to accumulate all of that, or fill that all up, but that's great. About 10,000 wood here, plus whatever's in various storages elsewhere, of course. We have 60 people. Can unpause all the rest of these, get them queuing up again, backing up again. These are producing... Right. So those will get all backed up again, and then we can unpause these as we have 46 times 2. And then we can get science going again. Science. Your internet was so fast. You were giving an English friendship for having pleb internet to get you with the times. Takes them 4 hours to download like 20 gigs. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, depending on where you live, you can't control what internet access you have. I mean, for eons here, all I had was Comcast, which... they got faster over time on the download speed. The upload speed, I think, was always capped at about 20 megabits. 20 megabits per second. And there's nothing I could do about it. And when you're streaming, you basically use all of that just for Twitch. Or enough of that it just doesn't give you much other. But then they brought AT&T Fiber into the neighborhood, which I'm not super happy about how they did it, but they did it, and I can get a bit faster now. I wanted to deal with this. This area is done. It's going to be done for a while, but what I wanted to do here was redo this part a bit. And fill that in there, and then maybe some more. But that for now. They'll bring some dirt in here and fill that in. And that, I'm paying for gigabit symmetrical. Not that I need that much. But yeah. Why did the hat go to the doctor? You refugees. Hooray! Because it felt capped. Nice. Let's get one of these labs going and get glassmaking done. Was there anything else we could do here for now? We could take a look at exhaust filtration, but I don't really want to do... I do want to do this one. But I don't really want the sulfur right now. Felt a bit peaky. Yeah, well, so the fiber is actually cheaper than the cable modem was. So that was a no-brainer for me. But part of the reason it's so cheap is because when they brought it through my neighborhood, they didn't bother burying it. They put it aerial alongside the rest of the wires that are aerial, which is fine, except for the fact that fiber is not as strong as copper is in terms of tensile strength. from what I was told, there is a steel cable that runs parallel to the fiber for strength, in the same, in the same coating or the same wrapping, but still, it's still not going to be as durable as the copper cable would be. So if there's any sort of severe weather and it gets broken, but that said, the speed is worth it, probably. Okay, good. You are still bringing in. Yep. Great. All right. So, what's next? We played with storage large, so I don't need to fiddle with that anymore. We're saving offices for later, so I think we're waiting for Glassmaking 2 to get done so we can move on with our lives. Gigabit internet is great. Yeah, I could have saved a little bit and gone with like 750 or 700 or whatever the next 800, whatever it was, the next lower. Been like $10 a month. Yeah, it would be fine, I guess. Wow. We're definitely accumulating hydrogen now. That's great. We have enough people too. Let's do this. I haven't... there. Nope. That was that. 3 months for the next group of refugees. All right. That's right. We still have this here for dumping miscellaneous stuff if we need it. Truck dumping. So we have glassmaking now. Glassmaking 2, that is. This makes it, or brings a new... Oh, your comment about Starlink. Oh, yeah. Is it expensive? I haven't even looked at it. Because I have no need for it. I mean, if I lived... So, a crazy idea my wife and I have about what to do after retirement would be to sell the house, buy a motorhome or some sort of a camper type of vehicle, and just live in that and just travel north and south in the United States, east and west too, but north and south, opposite the weather. So come north when it's warm out, go south when it's hot out, when it's cold out, kind of thing. And just kind of live in a camper or motorhome type of thing. Also Elon Musk, if you can. Yeah, true. In that situation, Starlink might be worth it. Because you're God knows where. You don't know if you're going to have cell signal or not. We got some refugees, by the way. With more stuff, of course. So that might be worth it then. But for us, that's at least 20 years down the road. Who knows what'll be out then, basically. So we'll see. Okay, so we have glassmaking, right? We were looking at that, and then I got distracted by Starlink. So glassmaking, this takes 24 molten glass and turns it into 24 glass. Compared to what we're using now, Elder Scrolls 6. Maybe? We're never going to see Elder Scrolls 6 glass. Oh, you're here just in time, by the way, Glass Event. We are going to upgrade our glass maker. So we've been using this recipe because it's the only one we had, which turns 24 molten glass into 12 glass and 12 broken glass, which then gets circled back around and is used in some sort of reduced recipe here to make more molten, and then circled back around to make more molten. Everyone needs the glass, exactly. But it's still much less efficient than this is. So we need to put these in. However, these are enormous. So let's go take a look at that. Glass and Glassmaker 2. And our current glass build is... down here somewhere. Am I looking right at it? Probably. Oh, right here. These are a bit bigger. Than the existing ones are. The asteroid they will be nuking might break up and destroy a third of Starlink. True. It could be. Starlink is linked to the cell service here, so you can text anywhere in New Zealand, and there are lots of blind spots for coverage here. That makes sense. Like, if there's blind spots, if you're going to be in some place with blind spots, then having something like that where you can, you know, get more reliable service is great. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. So let's deal with this somehow. I think I want to have all of the molten used up. So let's do a pause on this belt and on that belt. Let's let the molten finish crafting and get used, hopefully. So you make, yeah, it should be 100% used. And then we'll move this box here out of the way. I'm just gonna walk it using the up or the move feature. All right, that should be the last craft for both of them. Yep, and we just output everything. Great. Delete both of those. Delete this belt and that belt. Walk you down. That'll probably be far enough. These belts are no longer needed once they get used. We'll leave them there for now because they're needed for that. And then we can put you in here. And you in here. Like so. Oh, good. I made that perfect. Look at that. Get rid of this one. Build these two. And then also, we're getting 24 out of these. So a Mark 1 belt is enough. And we just unlocked something. Oh no! Settlement overcrowded. Oh crap, I got distracted again. Deal with this. I think we can get rid of some people. I don't want to build more settlement right now. So let's do this one. Alright, we got it. Wait a minute. That was 4%? Oh wow, that didn't take long. Okay. What are you complaining about? A severe flu and my edicts. Pollution a little bit, but mostly the disease. There we go. Okay, good. Back to this. And this. And that. Make it so. And then unpause these belts again. I think I can rework this belt logic a bit so that the recycled glass doesn't have to do all this shenanigans. I think I can. So we'll see. We'll do that in a little bit. Let's get rid of this belt. We don't need it. And this one here too. Did I do Mark 1 belts there? Okay, good. Good, good, good. Half a percent. Okay, that makes more logical sense, I think. Half a percent of the satellites. Yeah, let's pause. Well, let's let glass get accumulated again because we're a little low, and then we'll fiddle with it some more. We're almost done with the next research, which is good. Let's get rid of this one. Great. We'll just let the people come in as they will. Huge mess. Huge mess. How's corn doing? That's fine. We're just using fertilizer. We got plenty of fertilizer being made. It's fine. Potatoes. Potatoes. You're complaining so much about vegetables. Let's add another potato in here. Maybe into both of these. No, we don't need that much. Put that back at this. You're making vegetables too. Alright. Try that out for a little while. See what happens. Vacuum desalination. I actually don't know what that does. That turns seawater into water with using depleted steam. Okay. Would that have been more efficient here? Because we already have depleted steam coming out here. Right? A depleted steam? Yeah, we have a lot. We have 72 depleted steam coming out. So if we did vacuum desalination here, some of it, we could make 33 water out of just 15 seawater. We don't really need to worry about it here, I don't think, because we're only using a fraction of it anyways. We'd actually, I think we need 50 or 60 something. So in order to make this work, we'd have to do 2 of these. So it'd be less efficient anyway. So screw that. For this. For something else later, maybe it wouldn't, but for now. Let's see here. Unpinned that like an idiot. There we go. Sand mine needs to be expanded. Alright, there we go. Come on over here. Yeah, like that. We'll be fine. We need to figure out what we're going to do about this sand mine. Pretty soon. Pretty soon. Pretty soon. How are you doing? You're getting there. Almost there. Actually, that's probably where I'll stop, because that's the end of a chunk. We'll stop there. Because I was looking at it earlier. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, it's okay. Okay, good. Oof. Flip that, please. I will delete this one. We'll delete that one. And this is okay. We didn't get too high with it. So we're alright. We have another stuck excavator. You're waiting for a truck. Okay. But you are up on the mountain. But you're still working. Alright. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Go back to glass. Let's take a look at glass again here. Just about full. That's good timing. Let's pause this thing. And let the belt clean out. And then we're gonna fiddle with those belts. I just don't want to have to deliver it and be all kinds of crazy with it. So we're gonna just fiddle with this. Have offline mode. I think I can take this out, that out, this out, that out. Who do it? There. This wasn't actually even doing anything. Oopsie. Derped that one up. I don't think it was doing anything. Alright, good. Let's take out this and that, and this, and this and that, and this. And some of these, that one. Anyway, plus the little junction there. This is a U-shaped balancer. We'll put a new one of those in here. And then we'll do this into there. This into there. And then make all that so again. And then you, my friend, can come in from here all the way into there. And we'll just priority that input. And that'll reuse the recycled glass, the broken glass from the recycler over here, before it uses the new stuff from here, which is the glass mix. Go ahead. We're only using 36. This should probably have been a belt Mark II, though. But we're not making that much broken glass, so it's probably fine. Yeah, it's probably fine. Alright. And we only used about 100 of our glass in that process, or in that time. Yeah. There it goes. Exactly what we wanted. I don't know why that one moved once. It never should have. Oh, it actually could. Whenever both belts are drawing, because they'll draw 60 each, but then, yeah, it's fine. Who cares? Alright. Doesn't matter because we're not producing that much broken glass anyway. Alright, so that takes care of glassmaking 2. Vacuum desalination, we'll probably find a use for it, but I don't know when. We always have to remember that we need to look at it when we do any of the other desalinations. Like, it's in the same building, I think, yeah, here. It's just which kind of steam do you want to use to get how much water and how much brine, and how much which kind of steam, how much water is used, all of those kinds of things. So it kind of just a balancing act. Plus, it's what kind of steam do you have available to you, and that's the more important part. Oh, this is done. We don't need this anymore. I forgot about that being there still. Need to go get some more hydro in a minute. Oh, wow, somebody's using ammonia. Who's using ammonia? Oh, fertilizer's using ammonia. Yeah. You can also get hydrogen from electrolysis, but I don't know that that's really worth it. I guess we could, instead of flaring it, I guess we could electrolyze it and dump it into hydrogen storage. I guess. And then we could still, vent the nitrogen, because that doesn't hurt anything. I guess we could do that. Is it worth it? Although I'd still want to have a flare as a backup for that. Who the hell knows? Yeah, we can delete this pipe too now. That takes care of that. While this is continuing to go, I'm going to go get some more water. What else do we want? Oh yeah, you can see the forest is coming up here kind of nicely. So when this tree harvester, wherever it is done harvesting all the marked wild trees, it will automatically mark the planted one, or automatically harvest the planted ones. When I mark more of the wild ones again, it'll come back and harvest those before it goes back in here, regardless of distance, which is exactly what I want to happen. I want to clear out all the wild ones that we can get to before we harvest the ones we're spending effort on. But yeah, let's pause for a moment here, or yes, go on hold for a minute here, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. Class deviant, you're gonna be the left front paw. Nice. I was also kind of airing out my office here. It's kind of stuffy in here. It was kind of warm today, and that really messes with the indoor weather. As the house isn't cooling off. Sarge Juice, welcome in. Haven't seen you in a minute. How you doing? Mega vehicles. Come on, mega vehicles. We're kind of in a bad spot right now. We're kind of a little bit stuck on. Well, you know what we could do? Maybe. Is can we get some more research efficiency? Yeah. Do it. Doing well, had bad internet for a while and streams buffered too much. Ugh. Yeah, I think having research efficiency is nicer. Because then presumably it goes faster. We get more research per process at that point. Yeah, that's worth it. Of course, we're getting more recyclables, but that's okay. How are they? Oh, iron is... Oh, we need to upgrade this belt right here. Upgrade, please. Make it so. You been watching some of the YouTube playlists? Cool beans. Can't believe this game is 3 years old already? Yeah. I was looking at that when we started. That's... And I don't know how much they still have left to do in terms of like what they want to have developed before they go to 1.0. That should help a bit. We may need to upgrade this segment as well to get more output for copper, but seems to be doing okay. Except that, yeah, I think we need to upgrade this one too. Except that this is getting jammed up because copper and glass just aren't moving fast enough. So let's do this. Also, welcome in. Thank you for the resub. Prime Gaming, 3 months. Much appreciated. Yeah, 3 years until early access. Yeah, it's like version 0.7.9. So I imagine they're close-ish. Maybe one more content update and then probably a 1.0, but maybe, I'm not sure. That's much better looking. Yeah. Yeah. Just like 7 Days to Die? Well, I think a lot of games spent a lot of time in early access. I mean, Satisfactory was in early access for like 6 years. Factorio was in early access for like that long at least. Yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot of contention in the gaming community about games being in early access for too long. I don't care. I mean, for me, it's like, I don't care. I'll play it if I enjoy it. But yeah, it feels like it should be something that's more short term. Okay, we got mega vehicles. We can take a look at those, but we're not going to do them yet. We're going to wait until... Oh, I know we can do one thing. We can make Vehicle Parts 3. You think early access is the wrong term? Yeah. It's more like kind of Kickstarter at that point. It really is. Like, it's like, okay, help us fund our game. Or we're privately funding our game. We want to do a GoFundMe for our game. And we're going to start selling it. An early version of the game. And... by buying in early, maybe you get a little bit cheaper. Like we're gonna raise the price when 1.0 comes out or something like that, kind of like Factorio did. Like, I think that model would be much better. That terminology in that model would be much better. But yeah, I agree that it's not necessarily the right term. So this vehicle parts, we can do this now. It turns 8 yellows into 4 reds with the addition of whatever that was there, electronics 2. We're currently making 4 yellows, so we'd have to double this build, which shouldn't be a problem. We could do that easily enough. Because I think we were just doing 8 to 8, yeah. And I think we can double this build just by upgrading this guy, but although that's going to mean... No, that would be perfect. Actually, we don't even need to upgrade that guy. Upgrade this guy. And then we just add another one of these guys. And I think that's perfect. And I'll just remove these 2 belts and just stack them up. I think that'll be fine. See, so you're gonna make 16 now, out of 24, which is what we have, and 8, which is we have 12. What it is early. We need money to finish the game. Yeah, so it's a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe. It's not really an early access. Yeah, I agree with it. With the terminology needs to be changed. Let's do that, and then we'll straighten this out a bit. This needs to move up and probably more centered there, like that. And more or less. I know, you're complaining. Stop whining! Go in there like that. Let's see, this one will go this way. All the way to there. And then we do... actually, go ahead and make all that so, please. And then we do lifts, flat lift, there, and a flat lift, there. Clone these guys, that. Now these got to move back just a bit, I think. Let's go back by 1 more space, maybe. And then that. And this. Over there. Oh, I did the same one twice. Okay, that'll work. And then you'll just come out like this and into that one. And then into that one. And then you'll come out like this, and into that one, and into that one. Make that so. Let's see. 8, so that's 16, that's 8 and 4. Yeah, we're good on those fronts. I think it's fine. I think I'm gonna upgrade these though, for the maintenance stuffs. Because I want to make sure we have decent buffers for maintenance stuffs. As that takes care of these guys, and then we can do another one of these for the next ones. That one. And then we need another box over here. Should be fine. You need 2 and 8, so you'll go like this, and you'll go like this. That'll do. I suppose I shouldn't have done quite this offset zigzagginess here, but it'll be alright. And then you can go into there. And you can accept red vehicle parts. Make it so. And this should be electronics 2. Fill it up. Nothing stupid in there, that's good. Alright. And those are on their way. Excellent. This is accumulating. We were at like 900 in here, and now we're at 2,500. That's good too. And there we go. The first of many. I don't know that we need this full-ass box of these anymore, though. It's fine. For now, anyway. Because we might still make some more of those vehicles. I don't know how many of those we're going to make. But we might. No, we probably won't. We're going to upgrade a lot of them. Oh, we also need to upgrade this. We can't upgrade it. We need to actually build a new one. That's under vehicles here, and vehicle depot 3. I'm going to move it away from that spot while we're moving it. Put it out here someplace. Yeah, do like that. Make it so. That's going to need a bunch of purples. Kind of something we haven't done much of here. Go. 60, 120. So this will make all the mega trucks. They need the red parts, of course. Mega excavators as well. Yeah. So mega trucks are different than the ones that we have had so far. It requires 2 different kinds of trucks, depending on whether they're hauling dump stuff or hauling tank stuff. They cannot haul flat stuff. So you have to keep some of your regular trucks for hauling flat stuff. At least until you have it all automated via belts or trains. Mega excavators, they cannot go under basically any overhang stuff because they have a 7 height limit. So they have to only go over ramps. They cannot go under any belts or pipes that are up in the air. These still have a height of 4, so they can clear the highest height. But then if we look at the smaller ones here, these have a height of 5, so they can duck under the highest height. Actually, the 4 is the highest 2 heights. And then these have a height of 2, which means they can go under most things. So we need to make sure, and that's why, like here, I did this bit with a ramp before I went up, so that I didn't block all of this space without ramps, without putting all the ramps in. But I still have a ramp crossing for when I need a ramp. But yeah, that's the kind of idea behind mega vehicles. We also have Fuel Station 3, which I don't know. Oh, increased storage and refueling rate. Okay, that might be useful then. Can we just upgrade those? No. Of course not. Why would you not? Why wouldn't you be able to upgrade them? Oh, these are hydrogen fuel stations. They're not upgradable. Right. Do we get a better hydrogen fuel station too here? No. Interesting. All right, well, that is what it is then. Ore sorting plant is blocked again. Dirt again. Oh, are we blocked up on dirt again? We sure are. All right, fill that hole in. Fill that hole in. Actually, just fill the whole damn thing. Fill the whole thing in. There you go. Good. Nuclear reactor. We should start planning out a nuclear reactor. We're not going to get it built tonight, but we should start planning it out. So, mega vehicles, I'm going to go ahead and clear it, because we did the part that we can do now, and the rest of it we're going to do when we get hydrogen vehicles. So, nuclear reactor. As is with other games, this might be one of the more complicated processes in this game. But it should be, so it's fine. Let me find the beginning here. We bring in uranium ore. We can mine it in a couple of places here on our islands. but not much. Let's go here. Uranium. Wish you could click a button to turn off all resources and then just turn on the one you want. But alas, we cannot. So, there it is, way over there. 2 or 3 levels of upgrades. Yeah. So there is uranium ore over here on this far-ass end of this island. We're not going to get there for a while yet. And I think there might be more on the far-ass end of the other end of the island. Maybe not. No, there's not. Okay. We only have that one deposit of uranium ore on the island. However, out in the world someplace, let's see if I can find it here. Coal, uranium mine. There's a uranium mine here. What is that? Limestone. We have another oil down here, by the way, another oil rig. That's bauxite. We only have one. Sulfur, quartz, groundwater, quartz. At least so far, we only have one. Or maybe a second one. Did this one right? Yeah, bauxite. There may be a second one eventually. I don't remember. But we at least have one. So we can get uranium from out here in the world. We do have to feed it 400 red parts, but that's okay to get it opened up. Where the hell am I? Over here. So that's the first step, is bringing in uranium. Although that'll be the last step because we're going to have to build everything first. It gets crushed just as other ore gets crushed. It's a 1-to-1 relationship from ore to crushed, which I think, isn't that the case for iron and things too? 1-to-1? I think it's 1-to-1. So then we have this uranium ore powder. Uranium ore powder needs acid, which we have aplenty, and produces yellow cake and toxic slurry. We do know how to deal with toxic slurry. We've seen it before. How close? Oh, it's on the far end of the island. Don't forget to allow vehicle parts for pickup. Oh, good catch. Good catch. Thank you, Victoria. Here, that one. I always forget that part. I mean, let's see. I'd have to, if we got this one here, we have this here. We'd have to build down again, across this mountain range, down this one here, across this sandy beach here, and then up again. And then we'd have to build across here onto this island. So we're not going to be there for a while, Graspian. A very long while. Even if we shortcutted it in a way, and we went from like here across and across again, it would still take a while. Gonna be a minute. So we're not gonna bother with that. We're gonna bring it in via the ships. So back in here, that makes the yellow cake and the slurry. We'll go take a look at the slurry in a bit. Yellow cake goes into, or gets mixed with hydrogen fluoride, which is made from rock and acid, and produces slag. That's fine. We can deal with slag. Same thing we're dealing with rock. We're dumping it into the ocean. That's hydrogen fluoride and yellow cake make enriched uranium 4%. I'm guessing that percent will matter later. I don't remember it mattering the last time I played, but last time I played was update 1. So yeah, it's been a while. Maybe update. Last time I played on stream, it was still RTM or early access initial release. I played a little bit of update 1, but I didn't get very far on my own. Depleted plus depleted uranium. Then the enriched uranium goes into mixes with steel to make uranium rods, and then that goes into the nuclear reactor as fuel, I believe. A lot of this stuff is made, or this is made in an enrichment plant. We also have a settling tank, which is new for both of these recipes. And then we have an assembly 3 for that, and we can dump the toxic slurry, or we can mix it with filter media and brine to make water and slag, which is what we're going to do. We'll probably use this water as supply for the nuclear reactor, supplemental supply for the nuclear reactor, because you have to have water in your nuclear reactor in order to make it work. But we'll obviously have to harvest a lot of water out of the ocean to keep it going as well. So we're going to want to put our nuclear reactor near the water, but also we're going to want to anyway, because we're going to be bringing in our uranium and buy a ship, so we might as well do the same kind of thing we've been doing with oil here in the same kind of way. Which means that we need a spot to put this son of a bitch. And I think that spot is going to be up here. I think. Let's move these out of the way. Over there someplace. And we're going to have to, of course, fill this edge in again. So let's bring you back over here. And you can go like that. Then we can start dumping dirt there again. First time. You'll go like this. No minivans. No minivans. So we do not want dirt again here. Just pickups. Yes. So let's start designing a nuclear reactor so that we can put it in there by taking a look at all the different pieces. And I'm going to use this blank canvas we have over here as a designing area, because why the heck not, right? I'm going to wipe out some of this stuff, though. That's fine. This one here, that one there. That'll be good. Actually, this one can go too. You can go as well as you. This one. That one, and this one, and these as well. And that one, and this one, and this one as well. There we go. Keep going. Actually, we can take that out too. Keep going. All right, so blank canvas over here. Out of the way of the trucks that are driving through, of course. And let's see how this goes. So that's under power. And there's a whole category for nuclear. Nuclear. Oh, and so this will take in water and uranium rods, produce a crap ton of steam, and we know what to do with steam, and spend fuel. Now this, if I remember correctly, is the level 1 recipe. And the level 2 recipe produces more. I think this is the level 1. And you can go up to level 3. I think that's how this works. Is that how this works? Anybody remember? / know? I think this is the level 1 recipe. Oops. At break time. So this takes in a bunch of water, produces a bunch of steam, which means we need to be able to deal with the steam. We also have this low pressure steam output here that is used as cooling. But I think this is for, yeah, cooling is deployed in case the reactor starts to overheat. And that typically happens when water is not supplied fast enough to be converted into steam, or steam output gets stuck. Cooling is not mandatory if you're not using automatic power regulation. However, it is highly recommended to have it as it provides extra protection and helps to avoid any potential overheating. Coolant ports connect directly to the reactor building, not the main heat exchanger. To recycle the waste, yeah, I'm not worried about the waste right now, because the waste goes into the waste storage. Stores a crap ton of it at a time. 2,400 of it, and then and we produce a half of one per minute. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the power level here is heat generated directly by steam production and fuel consumption. All heat must be utilized. Excess will accumulate and may eventually cause the reactor to overheat. Basic reactors lack automated power regulation, meaning their heat output remains constant. Yes. So, yeah, we're going to want, I'm pretty sure that what's listed here is the level 1, and then the level 2 is double, and level 3 is triple of that. So, we're going to want to eventually plan for more than this, but for right now, we'll plan for 96, and we'll, at least for our initial reactor, and then we can always do more. So, here's where the uranium comes in, here's where the other stuff comes out, the nastiness. The uranium fuel rods. Those were made in the enrichment plant? No. The hell were those made again? Oh, in an assembler. Right. We'll plan for those. That's down here. One of these will make enough for 2 reactors at level 2. And that's probably as big as we'll go in the near future. Let's also get rid of that. Oh, gone it. Excavators. Dumbasses. Okay. Which means if we're gonna game this for 2, then we need 2 of these enriched uranium, which were made at a enrichment plant. And that makes a half of one. So we need 4 of those in order to feed this full time. Let's see how that works out first. The yellow cake was made at a settling tank. Here. We also need the hydrofluoric acid. Also made at a settling tank. Here. You make 6, you need 3, so we need 1 of these for every 2 of these. We'll definitely do 2 of these then. Definitely going to do that. This makes 12, and that'll feed 12 of these. So we have plenty of hydrofluoric acid getting made with 1 of these, which is perfectly fine with me. Still need a bunch of acid input, which is, I guess, more or less sulfuric acid. It doesn't ever say it, but since you're making it out of sulfur, and I guess that's where the slag comes from, is you're kind of swapping sulfur for fluorine extracted from the rock. So you got to output the sulfur as well as the rest of the rock material, which is where the slag comes from. We're gonna make that our story anyway. So then we need to bring in rock, but we also need to bring in uranium ore powder, which we'll get from a crusher. If we make 1 of these at 36, that's going to be more than 1 of these. Because of course it is. 3 of those. What does this one do? This one does 72. Let's do a big one. Because I think we're going to end up doubling this again anyway. That'll do 72 of these. Just kind of annoying that it's kind of half as fast as this other stuff, or less than half as fast. But it must be more complicated to crush. So if this is making 72, then this would be 36 times 2, which is 72, which means we're making 12 now, which means we can handle 4 of these then. And 4 of these make 2, which is exactly that. So that's kind of our ratio for these recipes. Is that all the recipes in this, by the way? Oh, Greenhouse 2 got done too while we were yammering. Got you in there, got you guys in there. You and you are in there, you're in there, and then we just got to deal with the toxic slurry. The toxic slurry is dealt with in wastewater treatment. Which we saw this recipe a long time ago, I think. Sand mine needs to be tweaked again. Oh yeah. This one I'm going to have to deal with. Let's go ahead and take out a little bit more of this down to there or so. I'm going to have to do some serious mining here. Serious mine planning here. Which I may do off camera. Haven't decided yet. Okay, so this brings in the filter media, which we are making, plus some brine, which we're going to be getting a lot of brine left over from the water production here, so that'll be fine. And it's going to produce a little bit of water and a lot of slag. So that'll get combined with this slag output and dealt with. Yeah, that's the input. Then we need, of course, the water. And then, well, how much do you consume? 108. We're going to be making 72, so we're great. We're great. And then we need to also deal with 96 steam to start with, and it'll go up to 192 once we get up to level 2. We'll have to also be able to plan for an expansion of that. Let's take a look at power again. General power. You and you. These consume 48, so we need 2 of these right now. And then 2 of these, because it's always 1-to-1 on these, in order to consume 96 coming out of here. Not sure why they gave us 2 outputs. I guess you could run one each to each one of these if you wanted to use the lower level pipes. I don't know. I don't think it matters. So that means that you're making enough 12 and 12 and 12 again is 36, which means 2 of these. And then a bunch of flywheels. Which is basically this build. 2 of those, 2 of these, 2 of these, and a bunch of flywheels. So with just 1 nuclear reactor, just running at level 1 speed, or power, whatever, level 1 power, we already are producing the same amount of electricity as this. Now, of course, our electricity demands are going to go up because this uses 150. These use 4 megawatts each. These use 120 each. That's 1 megawatt. That's not much. And then 600 kilowatts here. We're going to need a lot of electricity just to get this stuff going. So that's going to be a bit of work also. In order to produce 96 water, take a look at that next. That's going to be done in a desalinator. And that means we could make more steam. I guess. 108 is exactly what this outputs, right? Yeah. We need to make more steam. Which means that 12... It means we're only effectively getting 64 water out of this because we'll have to turn that water into steam. 12 of that water into steam to keep this going. So we need 1.5 of these to run this at level 1, which means we need 3 of them to run it at level 2. If we're going to eventually have 2 of them, then we need to have 6 of those in order to run 2 of them at level 2. And so I want to plan for all of that, even though if we're not going to build it right away, I want to plan for it all so that we are ready to kind of scale it up. Excuse me. So, how to build this? Let me see here. Water's coming in here. Steam's coming out here. We also need to be able to deal with that cooling steam, which will just send straight to the tower that these go to as well. And that'll be fine. This as well. We decided that you can handle 108, which is more than these. And this is enough for 2 reactors at level 2. This will actually handle 2 reactors at level 3. Which is good. If I did this like this, maybe centered, maybe not. Move you out of the way. Move all of this out of the way. I could do these, like this. They would output their stuff. Also, they're outputting depleted uranium, which we have to store. Right? We have to dump it. We have to dump it. Which is probably going to cause ground pollution. And then we'll have to scoop it back up when we can recycle it later. Which will come later. All right. If I paired these, would that be better? I don't know if that's better. So we have to have a dumping area for that crap, which we could dump down here or something maybe. I don't know where I want to dump it. Although I don't want to really go very far from where we're going to have the reactor to begin with. I don't know what I want to do with it yet. I'll have to figure it out. But it won't last long in storage because we make 2.5 per process. And remember, this makes enough fuel for level 1. So we could be up to 10 eventually with power. With the power we're planning on. And even if we put it in a big storage, that's only 5,000, which is only 500 months. Okay, well, that's a long time. We'll start with the storage and we'll go from there. Let's see. You need hydrogen fluoride and the uranium in here. I don't know that I like it. I like these being... I think I'm just going to make them all the same. I don't like I need them paired. I think that's more confusing than anything else. Let's see. You... The only problem with doing this is now I've got water coming all the way the hell down here. And the brine... What do we need the brine for again? Need a brine for something, didn't we? Vehicles management finished. It just gives us more vehicles. Goodbye. Rug? Slurry, right. Oh, wait. Oh, we input the brine there, right. So I don't know that I want this all the way down here because of that, so maybe this is better off down this end someplace. That means pumping the slurry from this all the way, say, down here someplace. I don't know if that's better. Maybe it is. Let's see. We also have this to think about, too. So... we have all this space. Which means that maybe you go in like that instead. And 2 of you go over here, maybe? And the other 2 of you go over here, maybe? Which means that these actually do need to be flipped then. So that they're matching. That might be good. That might be. And then maybe you're okay down here on the end someplace? Maybe. And then these. So one of these would go here someplace. It's like that. And then you could be handled somehow out of the middle, maybe? Other way, Wally. Other way. Which means maybe pushing these over by a little bit. But the slide coming out of here, and there's slide coming out of here, so that's not great either. Well, water's easy enough to pipe. Maybe I do put that down there someplace. And then you're going to crush the crap out of this stuff, which means you got to be split into both of those. And then we need to make sure this is capable of expanding. I think what I should do with that then is putting it like this somewhere. Ish. A complicated mess. Exactly. I really don't like this being here, though. Maybe that goes back over there someplace. Because remember, we also need to have big cooling towers here. This will produce 96 regular steam plus the option for this 32. So we need to be able to handle all that. So we need at least one cooling tower for each level these will go. So I think what we'll want to have, though, is probably 3 of them for each reactor. Or so. Just so we have the capacity to take this cooling steam if we needed it. Maybe. Are you complaining again? Sand. Yeah. Let's go with this then, I guess. Something like that. Take all this down. Level. Like that. Come on in. I think I will think about this some. If you have any suggestions, by all means, let me know, of course. We're going to have to put a balancer in here. We're going to be bringing in water from this as an overflow. These will also have priority into that as well. And then we'll have some water coming in out of the ocean. We'll have to feed the brine all the way to wherever this ends up as well. Or a blueprint. I don't want to do that. I may look at a blueprint, but I don't want to borrow a blueprint. That'll do something like this, of course. We'll have to get this out of here, which I think means probably raising it up and belting it out somehow. I'll have to decide how I want to handle that exactly. But yeah. And then, like I said, also being prepared for these to be expanding. Although, do I really need... I don't know that I actually need flywheels on this. It was a joke, but see how let's deal with it? Yeah. Because if these are going to be running constantly, do I need flywheels on it? The flywheels are to absorb the energy so that these can shut down. But we need to be constantly consuming the steam, so these aren't going to be shutting down with auto balance. So do we really even need flywheels on this? That's a great question to ask as well. If any of you guys happen to know that thought. No, the nuclear plants just generate the steam. They do not generate electricity. They only generate steam. So you have to take the steam and make the traditional power the traditional way. It's kind of interesting, but that's the way that it works. That's the way that it works in real life, though. I mean, the nuclear part, the part with the uranium rods, just produces steam. In a nuclear plant, you shunt the steam through turbines to generate electricity. So we're doing the same thing here. Just like real life. These, though, should be actually on this end. And the reason they should be on that end is because this is where the steam comes out. And it needs to go into there. So I should probably put all the generators in here so that we're ready for all of this. But we'll take a look at that some more next time as well. We did unlock Greenhouse 2, which is just a faster, better version of Greenhouse. We'll take a look at that. And then we'll see what else comes up. Hydrogen mega vehicles. And then actually, you know what? Let's queue a couple things before we go. Bigger cargo depots, chemical plants, arc furnaces, electrolyzer 2, which gives us, does it help us right now? Doesn't help us right now, don't care. More edicts, there's sausage production. We can see how the sausage is made. Let's go with chemical plant and CO2 recycling first. Arc furnaces can come after that. Let's get sausage done soon. Otherwise, anything just to maintain a constant flow of electricity. I don't think that's what they're for. They're for just maintaining the stability of the mechanical shaft. So maybe we do need some. Maybe. I don't know. Cargo depot, then electrolyzer. Sure. That'll be good enough, I think. And then we'll do more of these. We'll figure these things out later. We can also go back and do this pollution reduction, of course, as well. But for now, we're going to leave this here. and we'll come back next time. Take a look at this. I'm going to do some fiddling with walling off the sand mine. We did not do walling off of the coal mine, but I'm going to do a walled off sand mine area. So we'll kind of have that variety of having some mines be walled off and some mines not be walled off. And then we can talk about the differences there. But keeps generation smooth rather than stop and start waiting for the generators to get up to speed. Well, they will do that anyway, because the shaft is still here, but it is not very much. So that would really, yeah, I may need a couple, but we don't need very many there because we don't need to stabilize that much. But anyway, we'll figure that out next time. We can always add them on if we plan the build right. We can add them on after. But yeah, let's find ourselves a raid target and get out of here. So stick around for the raid, of course, because if you stick around for the raid, you get some channel points, and you also help the channel look better for having a larger raiding party. Let's raid Mr. Taco. He's playing, I think this is, no, it's not actually. I figured this was Drunken Dude Night. He's playing Ball X Pit. And so let's see what he's up to in that. He's been gone all week, so he's just back now. So we'll raid him, see what he's up to. And then we'll be back again tomorrow night with Jeff, Lana, and whoever else decides to join us. IT, hopefully. And anybody else in the community who would like to join us for Don't Starve Together. It is our second to last stream of it, probably. So if you would like to join us for that and see what that's all about. Oh, wait a minute, what? Derpumu's live? Oh, Derpumu's awake. Wait, you're guiding the raid to whom? Good morning to you, though. You're up a little early, dear Puma. You live? No. Okay, I was like, at first I was like, wait a minute, you're, and then, no. Okay, gotcha. Who you got in the raid to? Got to mix colors. Ah, right, yes, okay. Let's see. Well, dear Pumu's answering the where to. Let's do, check out the YouTube. We're playing all kinds of games this week, demos this week for Steam Next Fest. And then we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. So check all that out because there's stuff there that is not here. And then also come to Discord, hang out with us, talk about games and technology, share memes, and join us on Fridays for Community Game Night. As well as, well, you wanted me to guide, you're guiding the raid, but you didn't tell me who to. You're a little sleepy. If you want to join us for shenanigans for Don't Starve Together tomorrow night, make sure you join the Discord as well. Okay. Oh, I didn't see Og was live. Og is live? Og is live. Oh, stupid Twitch. All right, yeah, let's raid Og instead then. See what he's up to in Tactics Ogre Reborn. There we go. All right. So, yeah, thank you guys for coming tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for chatting and redeeming. And, Sarge Juice, again, welcome. Thank you for the resub, that is. And we'll see you all again, when is it? Tomorrow for shenanigans. And then next week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, for more, Captain of Industry. Have a good one. Bye for now.